every Christmas, my dad would get quite the selection of Christmas gifts from clients, from local businesses, and they would all end up in our house. And this was fine for many years until we got a computer. And this was like what, you know, in the days where you'd have a computer and it would enter your house like it was an alien, because it probably was in the 90s, and everybody would be like, don't touch it, make sure you turn it off, don't go too close. Oh my goodness, somebody's used it for 4 hours today, hope it's going to be all right. It was almost like having a Tamagotchi, like, let's keep this thing alive. Anyway, over the years, I didn't really go near that desk because my dad would sometimes work from home. And then the computer came in the mix, which meant I was often at this desk. And this desk was full of gifts that my dad had got, like a big scribble pad with all like local businesses around it. And I'm not just talking like their names or the logos. It had names, addresses, fax numbers, telephone numbers, maybe not mobile because we weren't there yet. It had all that stuff on. He had pen pots. He had mouse mats, and the aesthetic I'm going to throw out there was that corporate branding. It was all very sort of foamy, quite sickly colours, and you'd sit at the desk and you'd be like, woof, this is quite a lot to take in. But I am sure that if you needed your windows replacing, or a mortgage advisor, or somebody to sort your insurance out, or somebody to clean your car, it was all there. It was all on the same scribble pad, so you could check it immediately. But the fortunate thing is now is that we have so many different ways that we can market our business and reach people, not just through the homes that we decided. So that person who was doing that product run of the mouse mat or the scribble pad was like, right, we've got 50 businesses on this, and then we're going to do a print run of, I don't know, 100 and give it to 100 people. Now, I wasn't in the market for insurance as a 14-year-old person. I was playing Spider Solitaire. That's why I was there. Oh, and doing my homework. So the reach possibility was very, very limited. Now we have the internet, which of course you know, but it's so brilliant. All you have to do as a personal brand, a portfolio career, is not get confused or overwhelmed by what the algorithm's doing. None of us can work it out. None of us know what's happening there. All we can do is keep showing up and delivering great content that is suitable for our ideal clients. And I know it sounds very trite and simplistic to say it in that way, but that is literally all it is. People have to know, like, and trust us, get to know us, know what we do, understand it, and find ways that they can pay us for that thing. So whenever you get stuck in that loop of like, nobody's seeing my stuff, or is this all a waste of time, or I spent 4 hours on this piece of content, will it do anything? I don't know. All of the things that you've done up until this point, they're not wasted. They've been part of this. Whereas, it makes me feel a bit anxious thinking about it. Imagine that person who said that they could clean your windows suddenly had to change their phone number, or they moved offices. And so that scribble pad situation was no longer valid. Just after they'd printed 100 of those. We've got so much flexibility now. It doesn't have to be that serious. It doesn't have to be that complicated. If you want help with your content, come on over. I have a content strategy course in my shop, or I can do this work with you one-on-one in a strategy session. That's all there is to it. Rest in peace, mouse mats with terrible branding. I hope it did everything it needed to, but I also hope those businesses are now on the internet. Lots of love. Bye.